Hey y'all, it's the Country Notary. Hope you're having a great day. As always, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're not already doing so, please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and of course Facebook, all the socials. So, after 11 months of being a mobile notary loan signing agent, I just realized I've never done a What's in Your Notary Bag video. Haven't done one. And I've watched tons of them. And recently, someone that I really admire and follow, shout out to Sophia Martin. We collaborated on a video a couple of months ago. Sophia recently did a video of what's in her notary bag. And then I said to myself, well, if everyone does videos of what's in my notary bag, what else is there to tell? But then I realized after watching Sophia's video, there's always something to tell because we all have various things in our notary bags that other people don't. You know, we carry different things and we organize ourselves and our supplies differently. So I decided to do that video today. This is raw and uncut, not for Notary Public audiences only. Okay, here we go. So first thing, this is actually my third notary bag. This is my third notary bag. My first notary bag I had was a satchel type bag, kind of a courier bag, I think is what they're called. And I used it for the first couple of months and I kind of outgrew it. At that time, it didn't have enough pockets. It basically had one main section and then an exterior pocket and basically didn't have enough compartments for the way I organized my things. Afterwards, I purchased a bag on Amazon. It's actually in the description of this video, the link to that notary bag I purchased on Amazon. A very good bag. However, it just was too narrow. It was too narrow. It had lots of pockets and I used it for possibly about the next 3 to 4 months. But it was too narrow, so I needed more space. And additionally, I was carrying the notary bag and keeping it locked in the trunk of my car and carrying my personal purse or backpack, depending on where I was going. So I was carrying 2 bags. And then it dawned on me one day, why carry 2 bags? And the backpack that I have, which I'm going to show you in this video, basically fits and met all of my needs. I'm a high school teacher, as I mentioned in many of my videos, guys, and I carry a backpack. I don't carry a purse to work. I've been a high school teacher and a coach, a sports coach for many years. So it's just a thing with coaches. We carry backpacks. They're convenient. You can put a lot of stuff in them, you know, put them on the floor, you know, throw them around and buy a good sturdy backpack. Not to get your purse, your good purse, of course, messed up with the day-to-day grind and the dirt and in and out of gyms and locker rooms. So many coaches carry backpacks. So I'm basically just a creature of habit and carried a backpack for a number of years. I decided after my second notary bag, after I outgrew it, to just combine to one bag, the backpack that I was already carrying. And it made perfect sense. What actually had happened was I saw a backpack that I liked at Ross. I'm a budget shopper, guys. Don't get it twisted. I saw a backpack that I liked at Ross early in the school year last year when I was shopping for my new school supplies, my new personal stuff, and I eyeballed it and I didn't buy it. And then a few months later, of course, I became a notary and I went back to Ross. I said, I hope they still have that backpack a few months later. This kind of shopper I am. I hope they still carry that backpack, and thank goodness they did. They still carried the backpack. They literally had a couple of them in stock. So after I became commissioned, it's at this point now it's maybe 6 or 7 months after I saw it the first time, went back to Ross and found the backpack. This is a Samsonite backpack, and I will try to find a link to this and put it on in the description of this video. I purchased this backpack in person, didn't buy it online, but I will attempt to do that if I can find a link to it. So I'm going to start with the backpack. First of all, on the exterior of the backpack, there's a nice little loop handle that I use to clip my hand sanitizer, and this is a big bottle. When it's empty, I just refill it. So it's very convenient, very handy. It hangs upside down. The top's at the bottom. Just pop the top open, squirt, sanitize after touching, materials with clients, pens, etc. So one cool feature. Another cool feature of this backpack is now going on a year and a few months old. Actually, I had this backpack before I was in Notary Public. My timeline is a little off. I was already carrying it. So then when I combined it to everything into my notary bag and made this my all-in-one bag, I was able to get rid of the other bags that didn't work for me anymore. Actually, I wound up giving one of those bags away as a free gift in one of my early challenges and offers that I had at the beginning of the summer. So let's talk about this Samsonite bag. It has multiple pockets, very convenient, 2 exterior pockets, especially when it's hot during the summer, carrying drinks. I also use one of these pockets to put my cell phone in so that I can have quick access to my cell phone, okay? Front pocket, very front pocket. I use for mostly personal items, except I do have binder clips in here. I actually need to take those out. Those typically stay at home. Binder clips, lotion, Bath and Body Works, girl's best friend. I keep a Ziploc bag of antibacterial wipes or Clorox wipes. I usually also have a number of plastic bags. I'm just a baggy person. In this one, there's a chip that goes into my iPad that I took out for some reason. And, you know, personal items. I wear braces, so I carry my backup floss and toothpaste, things of that nature. And my personal items as well. Things for work, key to my classroom, other personal products that I probably shouldn't show in this video. This is a cool little thing I picked up, which is really unrelated. These are caffeine pouches. I talk about how I'm sleepy all the time, and I picked these up at Buc-ee's. If you're from Texas, you probably heard of Buc-ee's. These little caffeine pouches. I've been cutting back on coffee. I found that coffee has been kind of messing with my, I guess my kidneys. I'm not sure if that's appropriate or correct. And thought I'd start cutting back on certain beverages and started cutting back on coffee. So those caffeine pouches, they're in little pouches. You just stick it inside of your cheek, and there's a little burst of caffeine that kind of gives you a, you know, tad bit of energy throughout the day. I don't use them at night because, again, I'm a light sleeper and I can't afford the caffeine at night, okay? More antibacterial wipes, just various little supplies of that nature. I usually keep my bag very organized and very neat. But as I say that, I'm also pulling out various FedEx receipts. Always drop packages at the counter, hand them to the agent, and get receipts. And I keep these receipts. What I typically do is take a picture of the receipt and have it on my phone in case the title company or, you know, signing service client ask for the receipt. I'll have it in my phone. I can easily email it to them. But occasionally, like now, I'm literally cleaning out my bag as I'm doing this video, and then I can get rid of those old receipts, handwritten notes, and things of that nature. Password to the Disney Plus. We don't want to talk about that. Okay, so other personal items. So it basically acts as a purse as well as a notary bag. Sanitizers. I also carry my notary badge that I got made on Zazzle, when I first became an agent. Shopping list, so just things that I do need to take out. So as we're doing this video, I'm literally cleaning out my notary bag, along with, like I said, I have backup lotions. Your hands do get dry when you're out there in the field, in those notary streets, closing loans, and, you know, one of your, you know, one of the areas of focus during loan signings are typically your hands. So I like to keep lotion. A few times I remember early on I would forget to put lotion on before I left the house, and like, dang it, my hands are dry. And after several times of doing that, I'm like, why don't I just put lotion in my bag? Duh. Especially when I switch to this larger bag with multiple compartments, it allows me to keep all of those items, personal items, in the front pocket as I need them. Okay, other pockets. Again, personal items, lip gloss, earbuds, you know, various items, garage door opener, keep correction fluid, just little quick, handy things that I can grab as I need them on loan signings. I also keep nail clippers in here, and blue and black pen. I don't know where the blue one is, but it's usually right here in this front pocket, so that I have quick access to those items. And as usual, I'll take a few things out, because the one thing you don't want as you're out signing loans, you don't want your bag to be disorganized and have unnecessary things in your bag, things that will get in your way, especially when you're new. I remember back when I was a new loan signing agent, I was always very nervous at the beginning of my journey during appointments. Always very nervous. So I'd open my bag and I'm, taking out my notary journal, taking out my notary stamp, the folders, and when extra things were in the bag that they seemed to like be a distraction. I would be fumbling, moving things around, trying to keep my bag organized, and it just seemed to make me more uneasy. So I've learned along the way to only keep things in the main compartments of this bag that I will use at the appointment. Okay, and not very fancy. Literally a Ziploc, gallon-sized Ziploc bag that doesn't even zip anymore. Okay, but again, you don't need very much, guys. I should have started with that. The materials and supplies you need to carry with you to loan signings, you don't need very much, because they'll literally just tend to get in your way and distract you at the table. I picked up this fingertip moistener. I think I purchased this on Amazon. It's ergonomically designed. It's basically a bubble shape so that you don't have to dip into it to use it. I set this on the signing table right at the beginning of the appointment. Moisten my fingers. Even with lotion on, your fingers get dry, and as you're flipping through 150 pages of loan documents, it's somewhat, again, embarrassing and almost uneasy. It slows you down when you just can't grab the page. It's a simple thing, but trust me, it works if your hands are dry or tend to get dry like mine. In this bag, paper clips, my famous gold paper clips. I promised a long time ago to do a video on paper clips, and these gold paper clips, these head-turning, eye-catcher paper clips will be featured in a video of themselves. Pick this little box up at Walmart. Carry up quite a few of these because, again, the way I prep my documents, large packages require lots of prepping, and occasionally you'll have 2 or 3 appointments or more in one day, so you literally can't have enough paper clips if you're a paper clip type like myself. More bacteria wipes. I don't know, I'm kind of doubling up on things. Carry post-it notes in case I need to make marks, in case I need to mark pages during signings, or reminders. Maybe there's a check that needs to be sent back to a title company. For some reason, I may need to mark the document. So I'll have post-it notes. I actually have a couple of different post-it notes in here. Some of this, again, could be taken out, which I'll do that today because my bag is getting a little cluttered. More hand sanitizer, I can take that out. Backup paper clips as well. I use these, I use a lot of paper clips as I mentioned. So like I said earlier, some of those items will be removed because the bag does tend to get a little cluttered. Okay, yes, the pandemic is still going on, so I do carry plenty of masks in my bag, and I keep those all separated. This bag has quite a few features. It's kind of like a fold-out office. It literally unzips all the way down, have multiple pockets. Keep the mask in one pocket. In this second compartment, I keep my reading glasses. I don't wear glasses or contacts, only when I'm reading or on the computer. Reading glasses, and without these, I literally cannot see the fine print on some of those loan packages. So I have like a pair of reading glasses on the computer, of course at home, on the computer desk, in my notary bag, bedside table, and one, actually I think 2 pair in my classroom. Notary stamp, of course. Same pocket as my reading glasses. Okay, going back to the main compartment, and girl's best friend, makeup bag. I actually carry a makeup bag and another bag that has my makeup brushes, things for my lashes, etc. I know that might be a side note, but again, this is an all-in-one bag. Here are my blue pens. I usually try to keep a couple of blue pens in this front pocket for quick reference, because we use blue pens the majority of the time. So I keep those in this front pocket so that I can grab them quickly, especially when I'm doing general notary work and those appointments are short, in and out, in a few minutes. And in my pencil bag, this is actually a real Louis Vuitton bag that I got at some point. I didn't even use it for years and years, and I thought to myself that would be an excellent pencil bag because it's kind of too small for a purse, and I have, you know, other wallets. So in my pencil bag, a stapler. I just used a stapler today, did a general notary job, attached a couple of loose notarial certificates to their document, Scotch tape, Dollar Tree, of course, Dollar Tree, $1, tape. Sometimes, of course, you'll have to collect a check at the signing table when the borrower owes funds. And what I typically like to do is tape that check lightly, tape that check to one of the first pages in the document package, maybe the identification page, the notary identification page, or one of the early pages in the package, so that when they open it, it's right on top and it's not floating around in the envelope. In my pencil pen bag, actually, lots of pens, okay? Lots of pens, mostly blue pens. I also carry black pens. Occasionally the instructions will say sign in black. The majority of the time it's in blue, but of course read your instructions, read your title instructions, and make sure you're prepared. I even carry a pencil sometimes just because I need to make pencil marks on things and erase those later. Not on loan documents, but I do other types of jobs as well, serving subpoenas, serving subpoenas, affidavits, things of that nature. So pencils do also come in handy. So that's my supply of pens and pencils. I have a couple of extra binder clips in here, and after I do this video, I'm going to reorganize everything and put everything back in a better shape, in order. And then a small pair of safety scissors, because they fit nicely in the pencil bag along with the tape and the stapler. Okay, so that is my, I guess I won't call it a pencil bag because technically there's only one pencil in there, my pen bag. So that quick walkthrough of the main pocket of this bag. Again, it's very convenient. It opens very wide. It's a very sturdy bag as well. I think I only paid $40 for this bag, and since it's black, it doesn't show dirt. I could literally take a washcloth and wipe it off a little bit, and it would look practically new. And I also keep my laptop in here when I carry my laptop. The handles are very sturdy. They're not separating whatsoever from the back of the bag. So in the back compartment, I keep my notebook. It's my family. I take notes. I'm always writing notes when I have ideas for videos, just random notes. Keep that in my bag. Always keep a notebook with me at all times. A receipt book that I also picked up at the Dollar Tree. I've had at least 2 customers in the last 11 months who asked for a receipt after a general notary job. Kind of funny. And this is also important. This is literally trash. At appointments, I typically don't leave any missigned or improperly signed documents, paper, erroneous pieces of paper on the table. When the appointment is finished or after, in this case, we had a couple of missigned documents. I won't show the client's name, but we had a couple of missigned documents. We had it happen twice because the signers couldn't decide which document, which person was supposed to sign. So after I had already filled out the notarial certificates and they changed their mind, I take these and I basically fold them and put them in my bag, because again, I don't leave them at the table, nor do I throw them in the trash, just to prevent someone from taking those and using them after they've already been filled out. I think I learned that during my notary training when I took my online course. So just a little tip, I don't leave any trash at the table, on the table. Also, it just looks professional to be neat, okay? So I'm taking out all the, that also includes, oftentimes that also includes title, company instructions. Sometimes they'll give you 4 or 5 pages of instructions and they're in the loan package, and as you're going through the closing, there's sometimes erroneous pages that don't need to be in the package, especially the client's copy. And if I take those out, I don't just ask the client to throw those in the trash can. I literally take them, fold them, put them in my notary bag, and then I'll throw them away later. I'm carrying my hard drive with me. I actually need to take that out because I literally don't need that in there. Okay, obviously you're going to carry your notary journal. I keep a folder with my notary Texas primer, state laws, and a few loose notarial certificates that I printed. I actually used these today with the general notary job that I just completed. 15 minutes, $45, guys. General notary work, most efficient use of your time. Prepaid shipping labels for certain clients that I work with. They don't use prepaid shipping labels. They actually have a FedEx account. So I print their information in large print on a piece of paper so that when I go to the FedEx counter, I can hand this to the agent without having to pull it up on my phone and show her on my phone. And, they're like, oh, I can't, what's the account number? So I carry these with me in a folder with a few pieces of blank printer paper, talking like a teacher, notebook paper, blank printer paper, which I use in my mobile printer. After taking a picture of the signer's IDs, I have printer paper for my mobile printer. And again, oddly, today, and the general notary job, the signer asked me if I had a piece of paper. She wanted to write a note, and of course I have notebook paper. I also think that's funny too. I've gone to a lot of appointments where the signers already have their pens, or they'll ask me, "Do you need a pen?" That's happened a few times. I'll go to the appointment and I'm setting up all my supplies, taking things out of my bag, and the signer will ask me, "Oh, do you need any pens?" And I think that's humorous. Duh, I'm a notary. I have the pens, guys. I have tons of pens. Which if I had them at arm's reach, I would show you guys. I ordered a big box of Bic, B-I-C, these Bic round stick, S-T-I-K pens on Amazon. I ordered, I think it's maybe a box of 100 of them for $9.99. Don't buy expensive pens, guys. Don't buy expensive pens. It's a waste of money. These pens write. I actually had a customer recently compliment me on how well these pens write, and they'll last forever. And yes, I do collect pens back after the signing, and I use my bacteria wipes, wipe the pens down, put them in my notary bag. Not that pens are that expensive, of course, but over time that does add up. And in my case, mostly because in my case, if I don't take the pens back, I'll wind up at a signing and I'll look at my pen bag and I don't have any pens left because I forget to restock. So I always grab the pens back. I rarely leave a pen behind. Not that it's a big deal, but it's just a habit and a process that I follow, and I try to keep the same process and follow the same process all the time. Creature of habit. It allows you to do a more efficient job and not have to think and second think whether you've done something a certain way. So I literally do I follow the same processes all the time to prevent that. So during this video, I just also cleaned out my notary bag. Now it's nice and organized. Personal stuff, small compartment for other personal stuff, main compartment for my notary stamp, reading glasses, pen bag, as well as my random Ziploc bag of other supplies. And in the back pocket, I keep my notary journal. And then lastly, in this back pocket, this is a very large backpack, by the way. I also keep in this back pocket the prepped loan documents. It's big enough to keep up to, I think at maybe 4 legal sized manila folders with loan documents, big fat packages of loan documents in here. I typically don't carry all 4 or more than only the required 2 into the appointment, the signed copy as well as the backup copy for the borrower. They fit nicely in the bag. I usually only keep those 2 in there. I don't bring other folders into the appointment, envelopes into the appointment during the signing, because you don't want to have clients' information available to accidentally be, revealed during the appointment that you're working on. So focusing only on the appointment that you're working on. I'm kind of getting wordy right now. And like I said, 2 large manila folders with fat 150-page documents fit in here nicely, so that maybe 300 pages. It does make the bag a little heavy, but that's why the backpack is handy, because it carries a lot of weight, fits on your shoulders, obviously, and it serves its purpose. And I literally said today, going to the Starbucks, meeting the client for the general notary job, I texted her, I will be wearing a jean shirt and a backpack. And I've done that a few times. It is kind of funny that when I walk in, they're like, oh, that's the notary. So the backpack has come in handy. Again, I'll try to find a description somewhere of this backpack. It's a Samsonite backpack, black, with the red accent stitching, all-in-one backpack. It's called Air Channel System. It's done me well, and again, you don't need a lot. You don't need to spend a lot of money on supplies, materials. You find yourself a good, strong, sturdy bag with numerous compartments in order to separate your materials and keep yourself organized. Keep as few things in your bag as necessary so that they don't get in your way and get cluttered at the signing table. And that will allow you to have a smooth and efficient signing. I hope I didn't talk too long. As always, it's the Country Notary. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon.